Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how this 3-second imaginal technique manifests your entire life. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are continuing broadcasting from the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean with another powerful video. The conversation I had with one of you yesterday was powerful. This is what you said. Tom, I just flat out stopped asking how, when, where, what, and why, and now answer with who. Thank you. Tom, think about this. Think of the power here. We talked about this. They're referring to a few videos. We talked about a few videos that really resonated with them, where I talk about it's not about how, when, where, what, or why. It's about who, your identity. But they really resonated with this, combining this with the idea of that 2 to 3 second imaginal scene or imaginal act. And they said, you know, Tom, I just answer, hear this, I just answer now with my 2 or 3 second imaginal scene. A 3-second imaginal act. And she answers all of these questions now. The who is answered in that assumption. Even if it's not a visual imaginal scene and it's just an assumption for 3 seconds saying, this is who I am. This is what I am about. This is who and what I'm conscious of being. You answer all these questions. Because asking how to do it, I think one of you were asking yesterday, and I understand where that's coming from, how can I be more aware of being awareness? And do you see the paradox there? Your awareness. If you weren't more aware or utterly aware, you couldn't even ask the question. So how do I do it? When will it come? Where is it? What do I do? Why are things happening the way they're happening? Why am I seeing these things? You can't answer any of those questions because those questions are always changing. The effects or the appearances or the projections are always changing as you're asking the questions because your reality. The only answer is who. And you can answer that with a 3-second imaginal scene or a 3-second assumption of who you are in that moment. Create your entire life experience. This is what they have said, that things that have transpired or unfolded in their physical experience of reality, right? In their physical projections and perceptions and appearances of what they're seeing in their reality. Received 2 promotions and a huge raise in just 8 months' time. Really powerful. Within 8 months, this happened. Received dozens of invitations and dates. Her social life blew up. Right? Blew up. Had some relationships, some off and on things going on. But no one's special. Not even her friends that she said she had very small circles. Well, it's just blowing up now. Right? Met someone that I really click with. And she goes, now it's getting serious. Right? So hadn't had anything really serious in years, right? Learning how to rock climb, my desire for more adventure as source. She had this desire to be more adventurous, to feel the adventure as source, to feel that creative sense of being all that is within her, right? That freedom to do and be and have whatever she wants, as Abraham Hicks would say. Right? This is powerful. Right? This is powerful. So let's talk about this. Remember, this is what she really gets as she basks in this 3-second answer to the question of who am I? That's what she answers that with a 3-second assumption or imaginal scene and rests in that idea that that's who she is, because she knows that any change in reality is a total change. You're not incrementally becoming who you are. You are who you are in this moment by who you decide to be. Anytime is all time. Any amount of time, any awareness is all awareness. Any technique is the right technique. She really gets this idea that I can't get it wrong. I'm reality, I'm source. The, the, the only reason that she hadn't been seeing and experiencing that reality is because she kept asking those questions of how to get there. Why isn't it there? When is it going to come? Why am I seeing this? Versus answering all of those questions with who. Who am I? And that who gets answered in that 3-second imaginal scene, in that 3-second powerful imaginal act or assumption of who you are. Remember, you can't be or become more than who you are right here and right now. This sense that I've got to become something more or fix something or aspire to something or become something greater. You're all that is. I am awareness, being aware and conscious of yourself. I am. As the perfect, limitless being, infinite in every way, knowing yourself experientially through limiting physical experiences, through limiting yourself, or having what you refer to as limiting physical experiences, but it's not. It's the idea that you're a limitless being, creating these limitations to know yourself as that limitless being, to know yourself as source. You become the master of limitation, or in other words, of creation, of manifesting, of shifting realities. In every moment, you're shifting to a new viewpoint, or vantage point, or perspective. And that perspective is only limiting in the sense that it's a part of all that you are. But even in that limitation, even in that limited perspective or viewpoint, all of you exists. You can't divide up God or divide up unity or divide up all that is. Wherever God or all that is or all of you are, or wherever you are, all of God is. All that is. All that you are is. Wherever you are in your imagination, there's no such thing as a partial change or some time or some awareness or a wrong technique. You are the technique. You are the process. You are time and space and change. All of that takes place within you. So there's no incremental path to all that you are. You're always experiencing one part, one vantage point, one viewpoint of all that you are. That appears to be a limitation to our 3D, limited, logical, reasoning mind. But that our logical, 3D, limited, reasoning mind is only there to perceive what we're creating within from that limitless identity. Knowing yourself through these limiting experiences. Every shift, every moment, every movement, every thought, every feeling, every assumption is a quantum shift, a quantum leap in your reality. In other words, you're a new identity in every moment. None of these limitless changes mean anything other than what the meaning that you give them as that limitless, unchangeable awareness within which they take place. That's powerful. You're it. Everything's quantum. You're quantum, right? So you are a limitless, infinite being, limiting yourself, creating and manifesting physically focused experiences, in other words. That's what we mean by limiting yourself. You're creating and manifesting these physically focused, manifested experiences to know yourself as that unlimited being or that limitless being. But you're not a limited physical being trying to be unlimited. And that's many times where our focus is. We believe we're a limited physical being, trying to get to be more aware, trying to get enlightened, trying to be more. You're already that more, creating that experience of limitation, a physical experience of being all that you are, to know yourself experientially in this physical experience as all that is. That's the difference between quantum quantum creating and manifesting, and using the law and reality creation techniques to be and become more. Quantum creating or quantum manifesting comes from the who. Who am I? It's a quantum leap in that moment, a leap in identity, a leap in self-concept, where everything that you manifest or create stems from that identity, stems from that quantum identity, that divine identity of all that you are. You're not using techniques to manifest something. You are the technique. You don't use the law, you are the law. That's why how much, how long, what technique, why, where, when, none of that makes sense. You don't become fulfilled or stay in wish fulfilled. You are fulfillment and experiencing that absolute fulfillment in infinite ways, from infinite vantage points, viewpoints, and perspectives. That's who you are, right? You are a limitless, infinite being, limiting yourself, creating and manifesting physically focused experiences. You're not a limited physical being trying to get to enlightenment, trying to get to unlimitedness. That creates the idea of limitation. Trying to get there. You're already there. That's the difference between quantum creating, right, as I have on the thumbnail, quantum manifesting, and the difference between that and using the law or reality creation techniques from this identification as a limited physical being and trying to become more, trying to manifest more, trying to change something in your reality. Trying to use the law or the reality creation techniques and then declaring that they don't work. But you are the law, and they're always working. You're always shifting, you're always manifesting, you're always creating a new world in every moment. And remember, any shift, any change is a total shift, a total change. You're entirely new in this moment, not just in what you believe is your present reality, but from that linear standpoint, what you believe is your past and future is all created now. It's all new now through your identity, through your identification as all that is. So, here you are, that limitless being. I show this a lot. Why? Because this is how it works. This is who you are. You're absolutely limitless, unlimited. That I am awareness, absolute beingness, changeless, right? All power, all potential, all here, all now. And then we have this idea, this experience as that awareness. We have that God-given gift to be aware of ourselves, to be conscious of ourselves as awareness. And we create change, this idea of change and shifting in time and space. In time and space. We're changing and shifting in every moment. Any change or shift is a total change and shift in identity, self-concept, and version of your reality. Ultimate reality never changes, but your view of it, your vantage point, your identity does. You create that experience. You become conscious or aware of something. Remember, that's what life does. Life lives and creates more life. Consciousness is conscious of something. Awareness is aware of something. That's what you do, and that's what creates this experience of change. In that changeless reality, in that one unity. That one unity, or that screen of consciousness, never changes. But the movie projected on it, the physical experiences, the identities, the versions of you are always changing within that one ideal identity of you as all that is. So the question's not about how, when, why, where. Why is this happening? What's going on? It's who. Who am I? Your assumption, your affirmation, your 3-second imaginal scene. 3 seconds seeing yourself as the person you always hoped to be. Seeing yourself in that reality that you've always wanted or want now, or maybe it's a new desire, right? All desires exist within you. They're all new in a sense, that you're new in every moment. That 3-second affirmation saying, this is who I am. This is what I assume about myself in reality. This is what I imagine about myself in reality. Remember, it doesn't matter what you imagine. It doesn't matter what the scene is. Not even the assumption. Your source. You get to create it all. But that creates your entire physical unfolding in time, in space, and that horizontal, linear experience. But again, that future that appears just to be in front of you, just out of reach, that past that seems so solid and real and unchangeable, and that present circumstances that seem to be frustrating and annoying to move, are all moving, are all changing, are all shifting in every moment by this identity, by who you saying you, by the idea of who you are, or who you are saying you are in this very moment. That's powerful. That's what this particular subscriber and creator that I talked with, that's the conclusion they came to, right? Let's see, where is that? Yeah. Right here. I just flat out stopped asking how, when, where, why, what. And I answer with who. I answer with my 3-second imaginal scene or assumption. I'm not asking questions anymore, I'm answering them. Wow. I'm not asking how anymore. I'm not asking where. I'm not asking why this is happening. I'm not asking what's going on. I'm not asking where it is. I'm reality. It really ties in with the last 2 videos where we talked about that other powerful subscriber who talked about, who demonstrated the real meaning of denial. Denying any reality that is not her choice or her preference. Only seeing her desired outcome. Very powerful. That's the same idea. This person just stopped asking all those questions. Another really beautiful metaphysical demonstration of denial. And said the answer's who, and I'm the who. The who is you. So that's powerful. That's what we're talking about. This is how that 3-second imaginal technique or assumption manifests your entire life. That 3-second assumption of who you are. That 3-second imaginal scene of how you see yourself in your world creates your entire life in every moment, here and now. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, our TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, and our membership channel. On the membership channel, we have our 8th live stream scheduled for this coming Sunday, August 11th, 2024 at 12 noon Atlantic Standard Time, the time here in Bonaire, and that would be 9 a.m. Pacific Time, U.S. So join us. If you're a member, join us. If you're not a member, join us. Check out the link below. Continue to send your questions to info@besomethingwonderful.com. As I said, we're going to get to those in live streams and in videos. All these questions will be answered, have been answered, and I'm happy to answer them again and again and again with our more than 2,900 videos now, combined on both channels. Really powerful. So, and I'm also going to answer your questions in the chat during the live event this Sunday. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. This is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, see you soon.